Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and I wanted to take you on this journey. I'm going to dye some laces, lots of laces I picked out, and filming this in the kitchen, so I hope I'm not shaking too much. And these are all white, plain white, and these are avocado skins and pits that I have saved up over a long period of time, and there's tons of them. And they're just defrosting at the moment, so I have no idea how many these are, but I'll just pop them in here in my big pan. I got my water that has just boiled, and I got a plain bed sheet that was torn, you know, just due to old age. Now I've got a bit of avocado on my hand, never mind. So what I'll first do, so I want to dye this whole sheet because I've got another sheet that has been torn, which I want to either tea or coffee dye. So let me just put in some of these, or maybe all of them. You want me to count them? Probably. They're stuck together because they're still frozen. One pit and 1, 2 skins. I'll just count the skins, sorry. Which means a skin is half an avocado. So 1, 2, 3, these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if I can get them separated. 5, 6, 7, 1/4, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably 4 or 5 is enough, but I've got so many. Why not put a lot in? 11, 12, 13, 14. Put in, I had 1 pit, 2, 3 pits, 4, 5, 6 pits, and make some space in my freezer. 14, oh, this is the other quarter. 15, 16. Well, 16 is about 8 avocados. And I had 5 pits, didn't I? Okay, let's put 3 pits in then. Okay, so let's say the skins that we have to do for 8 avocados. Now I've got my wet hand. Let's just dry it on the sheet because that's going to get wet anyway. Let's pop it on. Yes, I know I still have to put water in, but I also want to. This is induction. How do you say? Induction cooker. I always want to save a split second, so pop it on straight away. This is boiled water, but since everything, this is about 1.7 liters. Gosh, how much is that in gallons? Well, oh, didn't do that on purpose, but you know, it was not bad, zooming out. 1.7, so just guesstimate. I have no idea how much that is in gallons, although here is my oven, and I got these thingies that I once bought in the UK at a shop called Lakeland. Okay, here you see millimeters. Now 500 millimeter is half a liter. This was 1.7, so 3 times 500 is not on here. Great. A pint, 575. I think this was about 3 times, so three pints. That's 3 pints. That's really cool, isn't it? And we've got one here that does the same thing with temperatures. So Lakeland Limited is the shop where I got those many years ago. And here you've got the avocado, so they will start to boil. Of course, now I don't have a swirly thingy. I usually do with a wooden spoon, which are in there, but they've all been used. Now this is for meat, which I've never used, but you know, you can use this for crafts as well. Okay, wooden spoon. Just imagine this is a wooden spoon. I just want to swirl it around a bit. Now you can see some oh, you can't see a thing. You can't see it all. Sorry. You can see some avocado bits floating around. Zoom in there. And of course I don't want that on all my fabrics and laces, but I'll just let this boil I think what they say is usually about 15 minutes. I'll just use the other side of this meat thingy. And they take a bit longer because of it was frozen, although it's doing pretty good. By the sound of it, it will boil quite quickly. So, and then I'll boil it, then I'll the pink color should be released. Now a lot of people just clean out the avocado skins first very well. Of course you can do that, but I'm not sure if it's necessary. What I prefer, I just don't like the tedious task of doing so, and I want to keep things nice and easy. So what I'll do, I've done that before, is just strain it. I'll boil it for 15 minutes, see the pinkish color come out, and then I'll strain it. So all the avocado bits should be left in the strainer. So I will take you along on this journey, see how this goes. Hopefully I'll be able, it doesn't look pink at all now, just looks really dirty. Well, if this doesn't work because of all the avocado that's left in there, then we know, don't we? Then I'll have to clean them first the next time. Look, it's already going to boil. So I'll keep you updated. I hope to stick the next part onto this part, so then just keep watching. If I didn't manage, then this is part 1, and there will be a part 2, and probably part 3, and probably part 4. But I'm gonna try to stick them all together. So I'll keep you posted. So I have just taken all the, it's been boiling in this pot for about 15 minutes, taken it out, but as you can see, it may not have been a good idea. It's in a colander now, in a bowl, but it may not have been a good idea to not wash the skins beforehand, because you can see that's hot. Let me get, I've literally just done that, so it's still boiling. Let me get this out. These are all the skins. Ooh, spinning up here. And you can, well, you can't see a thing. Let me just, sorry about this, just putting it in the pan. Let's see if the steam goes. Go, 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 go. You're still steamed up, aren't you? But, sorry, I'm just going to wipe the screen. Yeah, that's better. It looks like soup, doesn't it? Like bouillon. Maybe it's nice avocado soup. Anybody want some soup? So you can see there's still a bit of the avocado pieces left in there, even though I've strained it, but it's gone through a colander and not through a sieve. So I'll have to do this again, but it's not like a beautiful pinkish color, so I'll have to do that again. I've heard that you can reuse these skins again, so I will wash them now. They've been defrosted, and this will probably, I may try a bit of the sheet in there anyway, because it looks like a bit brownish. From here it even has a little bit of the red in there. You can't really see it, sorry for the glare of the lights above the cooker, but it may be a nice kind of like coffee dyed color, vintagey color. So I will try to use this for dyeing anyway, and I'll start over with these, clean them up to see if I can get some pink color out of there, and otherwise I'll start again with another batch. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so I have poured the avocado soup or bouillon through a sieve now, and this has all been taken out. Anybody want some avocado, boiled avocado? Let me just pop that over here. Still have to clean that up. And this is kind of the color. It's kind of a reddish brown. Well, you probably see it as brown. So I'm gonna tip it back over in here and I've torn a bit of the sheet off, put that in there and see what kind of color that makes. By the way, I did add another 3 pints, 1.7 liters to this, and the last 3 full avocado skins and pits that I had. So in total these were skins and pits from 11 avocados in there, plus about 3.5 liters, 6 pints. And this is too hot to handle. See if I can do this one-handedly. Otherwise I'll have to pop you down. Yeah, it's gonna go. So put it in this big bowl. And now, it looks dirty, doesn't it? It's dirty, but you know, coffee is kind of dirty, isn't it? Oh, sorry, put the pen on the wrong spot here. So, let's stir that in with a wooden spoon. Let's get these avocado bits off there. Don't want that. Try to clean it and see what's happening. If it's just really dirty, I'm gonna chuck it, but it may just get, oh, it may actually just get a vintagey look. Wow, it's a different one. You can different kind of avocado dye. Not really the color I expected, but I'll try again with clean skin avocados to get beautiful pink color. You can already see it's becoming like this vintagey color, which is not bad actually. Not bad at all. So I'll leave that in there to soak and see if I like the result. So this is the second time I am doing this. I have cleaned up all the avocado skins and the pits, and it was a bit of tedious job because, like you can see, the skins already disintegrated a bit the first time round. So it's probably better when you eat avocados or use them, you want to keep the skin for dyeing, clean them straight away. Okay, I've learned my lesson, and you're steaming up again. Let me just clean it. Sorry about that. That's better. I'll try to keep you here so that you won't steam up, hopefully. So you hopefully can see this is a different color than the first time. It's darker, and I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. It does have a little bit of a reddish glow to it, not much. So it's been boiling for 15 minutes now, so I'll just give it 15 minutes more just to see if it's getting any more red. It could be you really have to use these kind of avocados with the darker skin. Maybe I had a few that were more green instead of that really darker color, so that could have been my mistake. It could have it makes it more red with the more like very dark avocado skins. So what's happening to my first batch? So basically, just to recap, this is skin of 11 avocados with the pits, but this time I only put in, because they are kind of disintegrated, I took up less space in the pan, so I only put 1.7 liters, which is about 3 what's that? Yeah, about 3 pints of boiling water in there, just plain normal tap water. So what's happening? Let's put this back on. I'll pop it a little bit higher. Oh, that's funny. It's you see it kind of go blue. Well, it doesn't in real life. It's just the way the camera is picking it up. So no, it's still fine. It works. This is my first batch, and actually it's warm still, but I do quite like it. It's getting this obviously it's not the avocado beautiful pinky color, but it's more like a tea-dyed color, and I actually do like it. So as you can see, I popped in several bits of lace. This is like a flower lace is in there. It took it very lightly, the color. This one hardly took it, but this one has become a very pretty kind of cream. Not sure if the camera picks that up again. Let's see, I'm not sure if I can have the original. Let me see. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, this is the original color, which is bright white, so you can see the difference now, can't you? So this is white, the one that I have in my hand, and you can see it's a very soft cream, and I really like that actually. So if ever somebody says, handing you like vintagey brown items and says it's avocado dyed, and you think, well, it should be pink. Well, no, not exactly, not necessarily. It can be vintagey brown. So I popped a ribbon in here. Well, that's finally taking it a little bit. Oh, this is kind of like, oh, that's funny. I was wondering if this would take the color. This is like, it's a bit glittery with the pearls. Obviously the pearls don't take the color, but so this was all white, but the background does. This is some white string that I popped in. This is a very pretty crocheted piece. It's got these hearts on there. Can you see that? There's a heart. So that was white, and the sheet, of course. And I will leave it in a little bit longer, see if this gets it more. And this, lots of bigger trims, smaller trims, or narrower trims. And of course it all depends on the material, how much of the color it absorbs. So this is a my other pen is probably, need to put it a bit lower. This is like a dangle trim. So this is some lace put in here, more lace. So yeah, actually quite pleased. Again, I would have preferred it if it had been the pretty pink. Sorry, this lid is dancing. Need to put it a bit lower. Keep it still boiling. Yeah, boiling away there. Let's not get you steamed up again. So pretty pleased still. Yeah, still want to go for some pink. Get that result, but maybe in this next batch. So hope to see you in the next bit, or just, you know, if I manage to stick them all together, just keep watching. So it's had about half an hour, I think. I'm just gonna put that strainer in there. Hopefully I can tip this over one-handedly. It's a big pen. Am I going to manage? The color is a bit, well, to me, it's a bit less brown. Is this working? Although it looks very brown now. Looks like a really nice tea color. Oh dear, tea dyeing with avocado. I'll just leave it like that. Lots of all the other stuffies, but it's hardly anything coming out. So I think I'll pop this to the side. This in there. Leave that. And, well, it's a bit of glare. It is a different color. But you can see here, sorry about that noise. You see the difference? Ta-da! Oh, look at that. You see, this one is really brown. So that was from the first lot with avocado meat. Do you call it meat? Left over in it. And this, well, it's darker, but I want to say, or am I fooling myself? I want to say it is a bit more red. So what I'm going to do, pop some pretty lasers in. Yeah, I've got more of this also in white. Here's my big box. Of course, I will pop some a sheet in, a bit of a sheet as well. Well, let's just pop this all in. Lots of laces. And we've got a darker avocado soup now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. More of that. So I've got all sorts of trims. I'm trying to find the end to pop it down and stir it. This is a long piece, a very long piece. Where's the end? It keeps coming. It keeps coming. Yeah, got it. Okay, let's stir it in. And then I will pop, I'll cut a bit of a sheet off because that whole part can't fit in here. It's too small. and see what's happening. If this is going to be any other color than that, I wonder actually. It looks the same, doesn't it? Looks the same. Okay. Well, that has been in, I think, about 45 minutes now or so. So it's kind of a nice tea-dyed colored. And this one, I'm gonna go in, no, too hot still for my hands. This one, so I'll leave this in also quite long and see if the color is any different. At the moment it looks exactly the same. But you never know if it's in a bit longer. Anyway, I don't think it is going to be the pretty pink. But, you know, I'm learning here, learning on the go, or on the fly, or however you call that. So probably next time I'll clean out the skins first. Make sure all the avocado meat is gone. Make sure also to have the really dark skins and no green skins in there. And then try again. Okay, I'll let you know how this turned out. Okay, I've given up. That means to say I've given up on the pink color which I want to get, or wanted to get, with this avocado dyeing. I'm not getting it. Not even from the second batch. This is the second batch. It's been in for maybe quite cool now, maybe half an hour or so, and it's going this really nice vintage color. So I'm not displeased, but I'm a little bit disappointed it isn't the avocado pinky color that I wanted. Like, this lace is beautiful. It's very pretty, very kind of creamy. In real life it's a little bit more brown, but so yeah, pleased, but not as pleased as I would have been if it had been pink. So this is another pretty lace, and again I've got some white paper here so you can see. Now it probably shows up a little bit more of the brown, and again this pretty lace that I was just showing you. So you see it's kind of a creamy brown. So what I'll do now is, so this was the second batch. This one is the first batch. Can't even, let's see if there's any, you can see any different. This is actually creamier and this is browner. So anyway, so it's been nice experience. Well, not really much like this and this, pretty much the same. So basically no difference in color. So it didn't go the pink, but it did go like a kind of a tea dyed color. So is tea dyeing easier? Yes. If you want this color, don't go for avocados, just go for tea. So I have this colander in a pie dish, so I'll pop it in here, and this liquid I'll put in my pan. I've got my oven running on 240, which is 475 Fahrenheit. Now I know a lot of people do it on less heat, and this I'm doing because I wanna color with the leftover. I'm gonna color or dye the paper. So I'll pop these liquids. How am I gonna do this? I'll pop these liquids all together in the pie dish. Pop a bit more. Make a little swimming pool for the paper to swim. And yes, I'll wring that out by hand, but I'm not holding the phone anymore. So this is a nice little pool. Now for my paper. So I just pop that in. And you'll get, this is 100 grams of paper. Now, I'm not sure what that is in pounds. Normal copy paper is 80 grams. So this is just one up from the normal copy paper. So I'm gonna do this, you know, one sheet at a time in, and then I'll pop a whole stack in. I'll leave it for about 50 minutes again or so, and then I'll pop it in the oven. Now the oven, as I said, is a bit on a high temperature, but I'm gonna stay here. You cannot walk away when you do this, when you put this in the oven to dry. Of course you can dry it outside when it's hot enough where you are, but it isn't over here in the Netherlands at the moment. It's autumn, it's too cold now to do it outside. Won't dry really fast, and I'm a bit impatient. I just want it all done today. So I'll pop this in. Probably I don't stack them. I do it one sheet, well, 2 sheets next to each other, and then I'll have about 4 or 5 trays, baking trays, that I can pop in my oven, because I kept the extra trays or racks from my previous oven. When I had an old oven, it had to be replaced, and I kept, since I went for the exact same oven again, but you know, updated version, I kept the extra baking racks, or yeah, racks I think you call them. So normally an oven comes only with 2, mostly 3 racks, but I have the ones from the previous one, so I can put like 5 layers at a time, 5 racks at a time with drying paper. So that's what I'm going to do, so nothing is wasted. So of this water, and I'll just have some avocado tea. I call it avocado tea dyed paper. Okay, I'll show you when it's done. Okay, this is the next phase. I've got the paper in, but oh, I've got to be really careful because it will rip if you're not careful. A little bit of ripping I don't mind, it's to the vintage feel, but if you can see, the paper hardly takes the liquid or the color of the avocado soup or avocado tea. So what I've done is I just, while I'm at it now, I'm busy now, I want to get it done. So what I've done is I've taken basically this, you know, instant coffee. Brand doesn't really matter, just, you know, take the cheapest, whatever I had. Yeah, I popped it in. I popped some boiling water in there. Do be sure to be careful if you do this. I had a bit left over, and it's been in my cupboard for so long that's all stuck together. Couldn't get it out of there, so I thought, well, don't want to waste it. We like recycling, don't we? So I had about this left over. Popped in some hot water. This was actually cold water, but popped in some hot water. Be careful, because I did have it once that I put hot water, like boiling water, in an ordinary glass and it exploded. So be careful with that. So I've got some really, really strong coffee, so I don't really know. Ooh, look at that. Very, very, very strong coffee. Maybe enough actually to stain this. Just rinse that off a bit. Put it in my sink. Go back. So now I hope that the paper will take the color this time. Oh yeah, much better. You see, much better. Okay, I can basically take it out already, I think. Oh goodness, it's totally tearing, but I'm not going to waste this paper, because torn bits are always nice for small projects. Yeah, much better. So this is avocado coffee dyed. So I'll show you the process. The oven has been on. Yeah, this one is whole. I'll pop it in like so, just 2 at a time. Now on this rack, because I put it on the rack, you will get the imprints, like the lines, but I quite like that. So the oven is on 240, which was 475, 244.75, and I put these on the top shelf. So oven's been preheated. I don't mind the puddles that are still on there, because now I have to be careful. Can't see the time over there. The time over here, 17:22. Sorry, shouldn't do that too quickly, should I? And I've got another rack. Or a sheet. Basically, I have to clean that a little bit. These have not been used. These have been in the bottom of my oven, but apparently a little bit of stuff does get in it. So I'll put these two on there. So I have to watch the time. I put them, I leave them in definitely no longer than 3 minutes at this temperature, so you cannot walk away. But what I do is I just keep going, and by the time, every time I put in a rack, I'll take a rack out. So if this will take me a long time, I won't keep you at it with me this whole time, because it's hard work and I probably need 2 hands for that, and it will take me probably to get all this liquid gone. It will take me probably 2 hours. So yeah, that's a lot of liquid. So hoppatee, that's Dutch. Hoppatee, put it in. So how long has the top one been in? Not very long. You see, it's drying, almost dry already. So that's what I mean. This is hard work if you keep doing this. Now, I don't clean it every time, but this is just the first time. Excuse me. So I'll keep going and I'll show you the result when they are all nicely done.